set for football now here at iconic Wembley Stadium in North London. Tonight, a good one straight ahead. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Baltimore Ravens. I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Loop to get us started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out, Greg, by the #1 overall pick way back in 2009, Matthew Stafford.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But when he was constantly...
right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Raymond Jones in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Ready? 60. The motion man is Nakua. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
And it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Taking a shot downfield for Adams. And that is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation will be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
We had a couple of his games early in his career, and of course, all the way to his days back in college, his athleticism jumps off the screen. But Mike, these last couple years, his development as a true passer, his ability to operate from the pocket, that's what's really taken his game to this MVP level. And tell you what, we didn't think there was a lot more things that he could do on a football field, and it seems like every year he's proven otherwise.
We'll go again here with Henry. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Henry. And he will have a Ravens 1st down. Able to convert 3rd and short, and they pick up 4.
Baltimore 1st down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Flowers with the catch. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this will remain a scoreless ball game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Man in motion is Smith. Drive begins with a run by Williams. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll go again here with Williams. He'll get about 2. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play. Here's a 3rd and 10.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
The motion man is Nakua. Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got his man. It's Smith. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Corum. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it. We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground. They just rush that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one.
And oh, how about this early on? They blocked the kick.
In this situation, Mike, every coach on the sideline is yelling, watch the ball, watch the ball. So this is a gutsy move defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a first down.
The Ravens offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10.
Hey, Alf, it's right. What is it?
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. That stop made by Byron Young.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
180! Get hot! 180! Sit up!
2nd down. Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
180! Makes it hot! 180!
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for and taken successfully. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. And in motion is Smith. They'll start this on the ground with Cora. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
2nd down, it's Stafford. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. What will the 2nd quarter have in store? More from Wembley after this. It's the International Series on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now. Rams in control of the football. Here's 3rd and 2. As we are ready to get back underway. They'll try to run it here with Cora. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Lester on the return. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's Henry, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage, and I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
180.
Jackson now on 2nd down. A pass pulled in by Henry. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down.
Sit on. 180.
On the handoff, it's Henry. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Gonna depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Here's Jordan Stout now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Rams offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Corum to start the drive. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
Well, sent in motion here. They'll stay on the ground with Corum. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
180.
Parkinson in motion. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. The motion man is Nakua. From the gun on third down. Stafford. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. The Ravens offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. From the 46, here's 2nd and 9.
It's not. 180. It's up.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
From the gun, Jackson. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. Rams offense ready to come back out for this next possession. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Man in motion is Smith. Once again, it's Corum. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, we're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down.
2nd and 6. At the 49-yard line.
The motion man is Nakua. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Rams first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Greg and I back to London, England. After this, now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They put Adams in motion. Stafford going to give it to Corum. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
37-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Stafford now on 2nd down. The coverage right there. And it's knocked away. Incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
They pick up 17 through the air. First down, LA.
17 yards. First down, Rams.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He'll complete it to Adams. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 19-yard
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. Right back to Adams. He's got it again. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
5 yards on the play.
Stafford to throw again. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
Davis on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Rams get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
The Ravens offense going to get it one final time in this first half. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. Jackson escaping to his left.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. A first down throw for Jackson. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Now, Jackson. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And their only realistic chance to end the half with points is to throw the ball near the sideline, gain as many yards as you can, and then hopefully either get yourself in position to kick the field goal or at the very least in position where you can attempt a Hail Mary.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. And the rush is going to get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off. And it's a turnover on down.
Lady!
First down, Stafford. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thank you. The rain, as you see, still coming down in sheets. We'll see how the coaching staffs adjust to the weather here in the second half. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Ravens offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. A give right up the middle to Henry. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game. And a quick first down. Forward into 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha, shot! Shot! Run in! Hey, shot! Shot!
They're going to go right back to Henry. Whoa. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. He's done it again. Back-to-back good runs. 19 this time. And another first down.
What a start to this drive. Back-to-back, 2 big plays. And after that nice long run, all of a sudden you find yourself first down inside the red zone.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
180! 180! Hey, shot!
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. First and 10.
Hey, shot! Shot! 180!
On play action, here's Jackson. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
At the Rams' 10-yard line.
Sit up! 180! Sit up! Sit up!
On the give, here's Henry. And the Ravens are going to have it 1st and goal. He'll take this down to about the 3. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. No touchdowns for either side. Maybe we'll get our first here. It's 1st and goal. Here's Jackson. He's got his big tight end, Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Tyler Loop now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Ravens move out to a 7-3 lead.
7, Rams 3. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. On the return, this is Blake Corum. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Rams offense and running back Blake Corum getting back to work. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Stafford. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
From the draw with Corum. And he's going to be fouled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Benny Buchanan is there on the tackle. 3rd down and 9.
Ready. Blue 60.
And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Stafford in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Roquan Smith, the one who gets in there and takes him down.
And this is a great example of what can happen when you play complementary football. The back end holds up nicely in coverage, and then that front 7 is able to wreak havoc and put an end to this play.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He's brought ball at the 37-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from 37, here's 2nd down and 9. Jackson now. To the right side, he's got Andrews. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down. Throwing Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simple. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
2nd down, Jackson. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. Can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Back to throw, Jackson. He'll try and set up the screen to Hill. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Ravens bring their punt team out. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. Oh, that is terrific. Out of bounds. Inside the 5-yard line.
4-yard line.
The Rams offense and running back Blake Corum getting back to work. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. On 1st and 10, it's Corum. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And this is going to be a Rams 1st down as he'll get this one up past the 20 to the 21.
I like that call on 3rd down, keeping the ball on the ground. You see so often these defenses, Mike, on 3rd down, they bring out more defensive backs, they bring out some smaller bodies. They're anticipating 3rd down pass. There's a lot of opportunities to take advantage of it with 3rd down run.
The 22-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Stafford. This one grabbed by Nakua. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Stafford now on 3rd down. Pass is caught left side. That's Parkinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for 4th down. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more of the NFL International Series after this. Punt team headed out for the Rams. They forced a punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And they went forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Hill. Cutting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Oh, run play. This is Hill. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. Here's Hill. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down. Ravens sending the punt team out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And this will not be returnable, as this kick will go out of bounds. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 3-yard.
Handoff to Cora. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they go with Cora. A gain there of 11. Good for a Rams 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Now a run with Cora. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Cora. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, L.A. They'll run, and that is Jarquez Hunter. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. They might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Parkinson in motion. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. That swung out to Ali. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long. Here's Stafford. He gets this complete, finding Adams. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
At the 41-yard line.
Now toss left side for Hunter. With some room inside the 30. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Rams first down. The motion man is Nakua. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. They'll run. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 12-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. This throw right side is caught by Adams. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. They'll stop it. Just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Important moment here. 3rd down and 4.
Ready. Get it, 20.
They put Adams in motion. Throwing, Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Cole. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, it's Mitchell. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Shotgun, here's Jackson. This one complete to Baker. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game. A first down throw for Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Akilla Witherspoon.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Set! Go, 20!
The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So it's a win here for the Rams. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long from London.